one that seems to support Hassan's theory.
The 4 sites that are here are the largest sites. What I think is happening, looking at these maps, I think people are actually leaving these more marginal settlements along canals or perhaps smaller sections of the Nile River. The people are gathering in these very large cities. They're trying to pool their resources, so this pattern is incredibly revealing.
The most vulnerable villages in the delta seem to have been those most dependent on the Nile's flooding. This is good corroborative evidence for Hassan's theory. Dr. Parkak thinks he might be right. The abandonment of Old Kingdom settlements in the delta could have been caused by prolonged failure of the Nile floods.
I started asking myself, what happens to people who are used to living in very lush, fertile environments when all of a sudden the water's taken away? There wouldn't have been enough resources to support your family, to support, continue feeding your cattle. There would have been nothing.
To test this theory, Hassan must find proof that the Nile dried up over 4,000 years ago, causing a catastrophic drought. Hassan believes the evidence will lie in the geological record of Egypt itself. Today, the Aswan Dam controls the flow of the Nile, so the annual summer floods no longer occur. But in ancient times, the Egyptians had no such control. They tried to capture as much of the annual floodwater as possible in irrigation channels. Dr. Hassan selects a location where he believes a lake existed during the Old Kingdom. One deep enough to serve as a harbor for the pyramids.
We assume that there is a harbor and boats come in.